So let's start from the beginning. So I had met this guy. I met him on campus. And let me just say, back in the day, I had two types. Two. Now I'm a little more like lenient and open with my type. Like I'm not too picky. But
Ah,
back in the day, you either had to be a gym guy. Like I like the super buff guys with the big chest. Like I love a man with a big chest. Like I need something that I can lay on.
hmm
And the gym guys, they were the ones. And then I also loved a hood nigga. Hood guys are so fun. When I tell you I be having a ball with them, especially the ones that be like, call off work, I'm gonna pay for your day.
Yo, you know what is so amazing, bro? Is the fact that a bird will get online just to tell the world that she's a bird. Amazing. And all these birds got the same journey. In the prime years of their lives, they will chase after the players. Best believe. And when they are past their prime and the players are no longer attracted to them and the players are pretty much done with them, then they gotta find a sucker. That's what she meant when she said, now I'm a bit more lenient. I'm not as picky as I once was because she ain't got a choice.
Let me tell you about an app called Free Cash. Free Cash is the #1 app worldwide, allowing users like yourself to make money off their phone for free. If you want to make $200 plus a week for free, download using my link in the description or the QR code on the screen. If you download now for free using my link or QR code, you will get a free $5 into your account for free. That's $5 for free, no requirements. So download Free Cash today to make easy, quick, and free money.
Wow, son. It's just amazing to me how these birds just don't know better. They don't know better, bro.
That was my type. And so with him, he was a gym guy. He was actually a bodybuilder and he was a hood dude. So me and him, we just instantly like we
hmm
just clicked. Like we got along really, really well. And so we was like hanging out a lot and stuff like that. And one night, one thing led to another. And after that night, it was happening every weekend.
That's
We
all
was
it
getting it
took.
in every single weekend and it was phenomenal. And so me and him, like, okay, let me also say, in college, I was a broke college student. I think at that time I was working at Wingstop, don't think I had a car. And I literally was like walking to work. My mom, she would only send me like $100 a week for my allowance because she was paying my bills. Like she was paying my rent, she was paying my cell phone bill, she was paying my tuition. So she would only send me like $100, and then I was also working at Wingstop, but that check was only like $300 every 2 weeks. So I was a very broke college student, very high maintenance because I had to have my hair done, I had to have my nails done, I had to go shop.
What? First of all, where is your father? So your mom is giving you money to go to college for you to be a bird, for you to be a thought, and then she's saying that she's high maintenance with no money. So what you think she's gonna do to maintain? She's gonna do some whole shit to make ends meet because she wanna be high maintenance. You know what I'm saying? Like that's her thing. She wanna live the lifestyle that she can't afford in college. Come on, bro.
For new outfits. I was outside with my friends. I was going on trips. So like the guys that I dated, they did take care of me. And with him, he took really, really good care of me. Like he made sure I always had money in my pockets. He made sure I always had food. He never came up my house empty handed. Like he was doing his part. And so I was talking to him. We was hooking up
crazy.
every single weekend, on and popping like clockwork. Like,
Pay to play situation, man. Fellas, what y'all gotta understand is this, right? If a woman is not that educated and she usually pull men based on the way she looks, eventually she's gonna start selling pussy. Y'all gotta understand that if a woman ain't got no other skills but her looks, at some point she's gonna start selling the box because that's her only asset, and it's really a liability. Just understand that when it comes to a bird.
it cut out, but like I said, on and popping every weekend. And so, like, after 3 months, I was like, I really like this guy. Mind you, I always say this. I usually get into relationships really, really quickly. Like, people normally ask me to be their girlfriend after like 2 to 3 weeks. Like, and I move fast, and that's probably why things never work out long term, because I move like I'm a lover girl. Like, I love to be in love. Like, I fall in love in like 2.
Shorty, you're a bird. Stop lying to yourself. Don't no real woman just move from dude to dude to dude to dude real quick. You're a bird. Own that shit. Talking about she a lover girl. But you love the streets. Listen, bro, once a woman choose a lifestyle, listen to what she said. She used to work at Wingstop, but she was high maintenance. That doesn't even make sense. That shit doesn't even go together. Right? But this is how a bird live. A bird lives in a fantasy world. So because she want to live that lifestyle, but this is her lifestyle, she's going to do some bird shit in order to keep up. She's going to sell herself. But she's going to act like that's not what it is. Shit is crazy, bro. And these birds ain't got no shame. None.
Business days. Like, I just love, I love to be with someone, and I just love like having the feeling of like having a man as my protector, my provider, my lover, like my partner. And so I was shocked with him that he didn't ask me to be his girlfriend after 3 months, but then I also was kind of cool with it because I'm like, shit, he doing his part. I'm having fun with him. Like, he's a vibe. Like, I was cool with it. But then like after the 4th month, I started to notice something.
This bird, what?
So I started to notice that when he would stay the night, mind you, like I said, every weekend, like we would go to parties and stuff, not together. Like, we wouldn't show up together, but we leaving together.
Oh man, shorty, just knock it up. Listen, bro. Here's the thing about a bird, right? After 3 months, a bird is gonna return back to the streets, but she's gonna come to you like, yeah. So where we going with this? So what we doing? That's a test. She's testing you to see if you're a sucker, if you're gonna take the bait. Because if you're a sucker ass, say, well, okay, I know it's 3 months and I don't want you to leave me. So yes, I will be with you. If you go out like that, bro, she's gonna take advantage of you and then she's gonna start cheating on you. That's why you gotta let a bird fly high. Now she give up the bucks pretty easy. Last time I checked. Because according to her, like, she said they was cool, and then one thing led to the next, and then every week he was smashing me. Why would I take a bird like that serious? Like, it's like, come on, bruh.
And I started to notice, and this was like every weekend. Like, we wouldn't go out every single weekend, but he was coming over, staying the night with me every weekend. And so I started to notice, like, he will wake up like out his sleep like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning and hurry up and look at his phone and then be like, okay, baby, I gotta go. I'll hit you up later. Give me a kiss. And then he would like leave out the door really, really quickly. He did this every single time. Mind you, he did this from day one, from the first time he stayed the night at my house. But I really didn't start like, I didn't pay, like, it wasn't a red flag to me until I started to think, like, why this man ain't asked me to be his girlfriend? And then I started to pay more attention to his behavior.
What?
And so I was like, once I noticed that, I was like, okay, I need to do some investigating. And so he was the type, he would sleep with his phone. Like, he would sleep on top of his phone. And back in the day, like back then, I was going through phones, but I couldn't even go through his because it was attached to him.
This is what a bird loves right here. See, this is the part of the toxic relationship a bird loves. Let me snooze through his phone. Let me see if he's smashing other women, even though he's not my man. But I need chaos. I need drama. This shit is crazy, bro.
And so I was like, okay, I can't go through his phone. I was like, we follow each other on Instagram. He rarely posts on Instagram. So I was like, I can't find nothing out on Instagram. I was like, let me go see his Facebook. So I found his Facebook and I didn't see anything on his page, but I was like, let me go to the info. And you know, on the info, it showed like your birthday, where you work at, where you went to school, and it'll show like relationship status. On his info, it showed that he was in a relationship status and the girl was like on there who he was in a relationship with. So I clicked on it, went on her page. She got recent pictures of them. She's writing 4-page love letters on the post with them and he's commenting on them. I love you, baby, so much. You're my queen. You're my wife. Da 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 da. So I was like, okay, screenshot, 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 screenshot. So then I was thinking to myself, I was like, should I play it cool, invite him over, let him go to sleep, be in a deep sleep, and beat his ass? I was like, should I do that? Or should I just like hit him up and call him and ask him? So I decided to be classy and I went with the better option to just ask him. So I called him and I was like, you got a girlfriend? And he was like, no, why would you say that? And I was like, you sure you ain't got no girlfriend? He was like, nah. He was like, somebody said that I had one. I was like, so who is so-and-so? And I said her name. He was like, I don't know who you're talking about. I was like, well, she got pictures of you on her page. And he was like, they gotta be old pictures. And I was like, well, you're commenting on the pictures. He was like, what you talking about? I was like, I screenshotted it. And he was like, denying. I was like, just be honest with me. He was like, well, let me just come over. I was like, no, you can't come over. And he kept pushing the issue, saying that he want to talk about it in person. So I was like, okay, you can come over. He was like, you want something to eat? And of course I said, yeah. Yes, bring me something to eat. Yes. So I told him what I wanted to eat. He came over and he was like, okay. He was like, that's not my girlfriend, but we do live together. And I was like, that's not your girlfriend. She posting pictures of you. You commenting on the pictures. Y'all live together, but that's not your girlfriend. And he was like, I know it sounds crazy, but that's not my girlfriend. I was like, it sounds fucking insane. I said, you know what? Let me just hit her up. He was like, no, please don't do that. Please don't do that. No. He was like, what do I got to do? What do I got to do? So, y'all, when I was at MTSU, I was a part of the mock trial team. And we used to have tournaments in different cities against different universities. And so that upcoming weekend, we had a tournament in Atlanta. So I knew I was going to Atlanta. I knew that my money was super tight and I needed to get my hair done. I needed to get my nails done. I needed to buy an outfit and I needed to have spending money. So I was like, give me $1,500. And he instantly sent it to me right then and there. He was like, please don't say anything. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. But I was like, we're done. I was like, you need to leave and I'm never speaking to you again. So he was like, okay, cool. So he would still like hit me up, apologizing. I would not respond to him. And then I ended up seeing him, I want to say like maybe 2 months later, I ended up seeing him out He spoke to me, I spoke back. And by that time, I was already over it. Probably was in a new relationship or talking to somebody that I was wanting to get into a relationship with. So time go by, and his girlfriend ended up hitting me up. And she was like, "Hey, I found you in his phone. What's going on? Da 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 da." And I was like, honestly, that's a conversation that you need to have with him. I was like, I'm not in it. So I never told her like what was going on, because one thing about me, I never want to be. One thing about me, I never want to be the reason behind another woman's pain.
Shorty, knock it off, man. You got paid. You finessed the guy out of a trip. He gave you like $1,500 to just be a burden free. Just don't break up my happy home. Just go on, be a bird. Yeah, I'm gonna pay you to leave. That's what really happened. So pretty much she got paid to leave. But what is so sad about this, bro, is the fact that this bird thinks that a man should take her serious one day. So she believes that a guy should see this, right? To know that she was the side chick for another man. So she was another man's trash. But she would want a fool out there to turn her into treasure. Y'all women gotta understand, like when a man got you as his side chick, like your value is low. You wasn't even the main chick. You was a side chick. Ah, that is crazy, man. Let's take a look at this chick profile, though, man. Let's see what's going on with Shorty. Like she a little big girl. That's crazy. She out here working a move, man. She out here hustling and busting. Crazy. See, the sad thing about this, man, these birds ain't got no shame, though, bro. She just got online to tell us that, okay, so I used to be a side chick, and I used to mess with this one guy for money. So, which means you're selling your box. Get up out of here, man. Please leave your thoughts in the comments. It's your boy AyeQ. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yo, imagine him showing getting a hospital interview with, and the baby's coming out. Fellas, again, focus on yourself. That's what it is.